Today I'm going to be taking you through one of the home glute workouts, and I have done a voiceover of all exercises so that you'll be able to hear some of my coaching cues with it. So give this booty burn workout a go and take me later for your sore booties, because I promise you, you will feel some serious burn despite working out with the resistance band only.
We are going to start off our workout with 4 sets of 8 reps doing 4 hydrants plus donkey kicks. In this combo exercise, both glutes are working because one leg is working dynamically while the other leg is stabilizing. Keep your back neutral and avoid twisting your body, aka hip shift. When you're doing the reps, make sure you're doing them controlled, squeezing your glutes at the top of each rep and just reinforcing that mind-to-muscle connection. When lifting your leg up, make sure to reach a full hip extension with a glute squeeze, and when doing abductions, drive your knees outward into the band until you reach the end of your range of motion, or you can stretch the band any further. Next up, we are going to be doing squat to good morning. When squatting down, make sure your knees don't cave in, and when coming into good morning, slightly bend your knees, hinge hips back as far as you can, and lower body until it is almost horizontal, and then use your glutes to raise back up. Make sure to have constant tension on the band.
In this superset, we are going to be combining BSTANCE RDL with CURTESY lunge.
With both hands, grab the booty band, keeping constant tension. In this exercise, the weight is in the front, aka working leg, with the band hooked around the midfoot, while the back foot is on toes for balance and support. Hinge forward at the hips, keeping core and glutes engaged, and strengthen the working leg as you come back up, using your posterior chain to drive the movement. Step back with the right side crossing behind the left. You don't have to cross over too much, just outside that front leg to work effectively. Shift your weight onto one leg and swing your other leg behind your grounded leg. The moment your feet touches down, lower your knee to the ground. Drawing off your lead heel, extend your knee, stand upright and swing your leg back into starting position. Standing on a plate makes this exercise harder because it increases a range of motion. You can go deeper with this exercise. This means that the front glute is being placed under more tension as you step back.
Next, we are going to be supersetting hip thrusts with extra range side laying abductions. When doing supersets, it is best to combine movements which partner two different resistance profiles. So one exercise which is hardest in the stretch position, in this case this is side laying abductions, plus one which is hardest in the shortened position, which is hip thrust. And this way you superset with not only two glute movements, but two which challenge the glutes through full range of motion.
Here are some of my favorite coaching cues for hip thrust. Keep your core tight and your upper back pressed against the bench. Keep your chin tucked, eye gaze forward and feet planted firmly. Reach full hip extension while squeezing those glutes at the top of the movement, and keep your knees pushed out against the band to maximize the glute engagement. Now we are going to do triple contraction hip thrust method. So what it is full hip extension to the top, then we have 3/4 movements at the top before coming all the way back down. So the top range is where you're going to feel the most of the contraction, because that's where your glutes are actually doing the most of the work. With this one, we are focusing also on a slow concentric phase at the top, and then power up to the quarter reps, and then slow eccentric, and we are also using a band as well for added resistance around our knees. To perform this exercise, you can keep your leg straight or slightly bent. Keeping that leg internally rotated, abduct your leg by raising it diagonally until you run out of the range of motion. Bring your foot all the way down to the ground to complete the repetition. For this variation, we are laying on the bench to increase the range of motion, and you can add resistance to this movement by using a small band around your knees or ankle weights. And the sugar on the cake will be seated bend abductions as our finisher to get those glutes firing. And what is important in this exercise is to make sure that when sitting on the bench, you have a maximum of 90-degree bend in the knees or preferably less. So make sure that your bench isn't too high because it will hit your hip flexors rather than glutes. With the band wrapped around your knees, draw your knees outward maximally into the band, and you can also roll onto the edges of your feet to get a little more range of motion. You're doing both the upright and leaning forward positioning to ensure we fully hit our glutes from all angles.
So I hope you girls enjoy this tutorial, and please let me know if you do give this workout a go, which you should because it is guaranteed to get your glutes on fire. And please make sure to give this video a like, and if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, be sure to do so. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!